So I just want to touch on the rumors going around that Trump is seriously ill or perhaps even dead. And speculation is beginning to take on a life of its own. A lot of it is based on the fact that Trump has not been seen in public since Tuesday and also does not have any appearances scheduled over this weekend. Adding to the rumors, a couple of days ago, Vice President Vance stated that he was fully ready to take over if something did indeed happen to Trump. Vance said, "Terrible tragedies happen, but I feel very confident the President of the United States is in good shape, is going to serve out the remainder of his term and do great things for the American people. And if, God forbid, there's a terrible tragedy, I can't think of better on-the-job training than what I've gotten over the last 200 days." Of course, there's also been a lot of publicity about Trump having a large bruise on his right hand, with all sorts of possible explanations being put forth as to why that is. Other photos also show Trump possibly having the beginnings of a bruise on his left hand as well. And of course, we have the pictures of Trump with what seem to be swollen ankles. There was, however, a picture of Trump circulated this morning, which you can see here, and he is clearly looking a bit more frail. However, it bears mentioning that looking frail doesn't mean an older person is near death. And we simply have to remember the last year or two of Biden's term, as we had multiple examples of Biden looking frail, but he, of course, did not pass away. In Trump's case, of course, he is almost as old as Biden, and he has a notoriously poor diet, but he's also getting the best possible medical care. And I have to point out that the people we hear talking about how Trump is seriously ill or in fact already dead would like nothing more than for Trump to be seriously ill or dead. There is a certain glee to all of these reports, as many of these people are ready to celebrate. Finally, we are at the end of Trump's reign of terror, and we can move on as a country. So there is a lot of wishful thinking running like a wildfire through much of the left. They have grasped onto this idea that Trump might die any second now in order to feel better about what's going on. Now, obviously, on my channel, I've said that Trump is the Antichrist for the last 5 years, so I do not believe he's going to pass away. I do, however, think that he is going to suffer various health issues that will make it seem like he's at death's door. This will have the net effect of garnering support and sympathy for him even more from the right, and perhaps even some from those who are a bit ambivalent towards Trump. There will also be the inevitable outrage on the right at how happy the left is in reporting that Trump might possibly be dead. This will, to them, be another example of how the left has Trump derangement syndrome. So Trump's poor health, in effect, will reinforce his support on the right, and it will give a false hope to the left that he's finally going to be gone. But from the perspective of Trump being the Antichrist, his age is not a factor. The Antichrist is described as having power, but it's not his own. There's a force or energy behind the scenes that is empowering him. But I do often get the question of, what am I going to do with my channel if Trump does indeed die? And the answer is, I will continue to make videos about Bible prophecy to see if there is someone else who possibly lines up with the biblical Antichrist. Right now, there's no one else even close. But should Trump actually die, my immediate reaction will be, let's see if he stays dead.